as Tupelo gets set to take on Pontotoc. Dylan Hutton alongside Wes Schrickle. And Wes, we've liked what we've seen so far from the Lady Wave and have a chance to see them one more time tonight, a chance to continue to build momentum, get to double digits if they win this match, with a big one looming tomorrow against Germantown in division play.
Yeah, it's like we said earlier, and they did it. I mean, Tupelo did a great job against Caledonia, and Caledonia in the second match beat Pontotoc. So, the way Tupelo handled Caledonia was really great. I mean, we swept them in 2 sets, and if we can have a really good, strong showing here next, then I think you feel really good going into tomorrow.
Again, our broadcast coverage on the Golden Wave Sports Network is presented by Dr. Carl Bevering, and also our broadcast booth, Barnes Crossing Hyundai. We'll have our keys to the game here in just a second from Wes, brought to you by McCarty Architects. Timeouts tonight brought to you by Raising Cane. Super Chicks will have our first serve. And, again, set sponsors, Barnes Crossing Volkswagen and Hodges Orthodontics. Tupelo enters tonight at 9-5-1. And for Pontotoc, just coming off a loss, they're 7-4-1 under head coach Kate Osborne. And that loss snapped a 2-game winning streak for them. They played last week against Tupelo and lost 2-0. That was actually on Saturday they lost. So
yeah,
back at it again here.
Yeah, I think Tupelo definitely has the advantage in this game. Pontotoc does have some pretty good players. Looking just like at 15, Lila Cox, and 14, Ava Whiteside. I mean, they have some really good hitters. They looked kind of flat last game. I think they could give Tupelo a pretty good match if Tupelo's not ready.
The starters for Pontotoc is Emery Bodie, Makari Rucker, Ava Whiteside, Lila Cox, Mally Maffett, and the libero who just checked in is Sarah Campos. Tupelo will go with Zimmerman, Simmons as we're underway. First serve brought to you by Super Chicks. Get you Tupelo's lineup in just a moment as they battle for this first point. Shettles plays it up. And here's Hopkins swing into the net. 1-0 Pontotoc. The lineup for Tupelo to start it. Shettles at libero, Kennedy Simmons, Lauren Zimmerman, Cabria Garth, Gracie Hopkins, and Mamie Shettles. Hopkins and Shettles, the captain seniors for the Lady Wave.
I might not have noticed it in the first match, but it's good to see Gracie Hopkins get a little bit of front row action. She's started this game able to hit.
Point there comes down for the Lady Wave.
Just like that now in the back row serving, but it's good to see her up there in that position because we know she can hit despite her size. She can be pretty mighty.
1-1, and again tomorrow division match at home at 6 o'clock for Varsity. JV will be at 5. We'll have both games ready for you. Zach Zimmerman and Mason Ballard, I believe, will be on that one. Andrew Bison will produce yet again. They get too much better, they're going to take our jobs, Wes. That's what's going to come down to. 2-1, and Tupelo won't get the point here. Too deep, back to 2-2. But that will be an important match, and things you can do today to continue to build the momentum. Again, storylines coming from the first match was Kinsley Carter is not in uniform for tonight, and of course she plays such a big role on the front line, but still wearing the sweatpants there along the sideline. Liked what you saw out of the front line. The players that came up, Sarah Foster Brown played really well in the first. So did Kat Long.
Yeah, and also Kennedy Simmons did a really good job. She leads the team in kills, and she really carried that first match. So good to see. I did talk to some people. It sounds like we got a little knee issue going on for Kinsley Carter. So that's the reason why she's not. I think just being a little precautious, making sure she doesn't just a little niggle doesn't turn into an injury.
Lily Shettles there on that previous serve, got her foot caught up and almost slipped. She was wanting to get the floor wiped up. But they ended up not doing anything about it. And 4-3, Tupelo has the advantage. Serve going back to Pontotoc. Zimmerman with a dart just above the net and gets the kill.
Yeah, that's 2 kills now already for her. Looking really good.
It was a hard swing, point-blank range.
Get in that backside position, we're saying, really kind of carving out a niche for herself over there.
5-3 Lady Wave as they try to sweep this night. We saw them on Friday. Dominant performance against division opponent Clinton. And it's been more of the same so far today. Service error, that time from Mulrooney, as Trinity Judon is now up on that front line for Tupelo. Sarah Foster Brown in as well. That set was bumped up toward the net and into the net.
Just a rare mistake there from Gracie Hopkins. Just pushed that pass a little too far for the setter.
5-5. Simmons off balance from out of bounds, just hits it across and ends up getting Tupelo the point. And that's the thing about her. Seems like no matter where she's at, she's a threat to put a ball in scoring position, even from an awkward
just to
attempt.
be able to contort your body like that, change positions, and put the ball where it needs to go. I mean, sometimes you just things are not the way you would ideally want them, but you still got to get the ball over the net, and whatever way you can do that, you got to do it.
Again, playing best of 3 here tonight, and this is the final match of this tri-match. Pontotoc losing their matchup against Caledonia, which preceded this one. 6-5. Swing there, played by Long. Touch deep that time from Kat Long.
Yeah, real close. Didn't quite, I don't know if it was the jump or her hand, just didn't quite get on top of the ball right there. Sailed up a little bit long.
You were impressed with Ava Whiteside in warm-ups and her ability to get the ball down to the surface.
Yeah, she has really good timing, and I was, watching the first match, you could tell just in warm-ups that she could be a problem. She has great timing. She has really quick shoulder speed, arm speed, but just seemed in the first match against Caledonia wasn't just putting it all together. It was either a dominant hit or just kind of not what you'd expect. So you want to see a little more consistency there. Long
plays it up. Mulrooney sets it back too long. Big swing, back line. They'll say it's in. It was close.
A little home cooking there from the Tupelo line judge, maybe.
We'll see it here on the replay as it slowed down. It was close.
It's really close. Yeah, it's hard to say. She
Especially
was right
from that angle, right? We need about 6 cameras in here, one straight down the lines.
Didn't sound like the Pontotoc contingent agreed with the line judge.
And there is quite a contingent. You see it on the far side of the screen. I think they brought every available player, don't you? That one killed right at the net.
Yeah, they brought 2 teams here tonight.
Serve here from the libero Campos. Cat Long. Actually, it'll be Judon giving up a free ball opportunity. Dylan Miller up to the 10-foot line to Mulrooney. Sets and Sarah Foster with a swing that's denied at the net. That was Maffett. Another one where Pontotoc's just going to have to get it across.
Neither team really able to put much together right now.
Everything happening, it seems like, at the moment, right at or beyond that 10-foot line. Nice setup there for Long, even from distance. And Tupelo will get the point after a well-played rally.
He has a long rally, and eventually there, Catherine Long got a pretty good set to deal with. Ended up giving Tupelo the point.
Trinity Judon. There's the swing and denied at the net. That's Cabria Garth reaching over and putting it right back down on the Warriors' side of the court.
Again, good frontline play from Tupelo, and we talked about the power that Ava Whiteside has for Pontotoc, but sometimes when you got a lot of power and you hit right into a block, it's just going to come right back at you.
Now Tupelo, they're going to get Coach Miller, the assistant here for volleyball, go out and wipe up that wet spot around that service area in the center of the court. 8-8, and Judon back to serve. Flat-footed serve, and it's a service error.
Nobody really able to separate so far yet in this match. We got 8-9 favorite Pontotoc. I'd like to see Tupelo start to pull away a little bit here.
It's been around the time that they've been able to do it in the matches where they have been challenged, or in the sets where they have been challenged. In our first set, and this one's brought to you by Barnes Crossing Volkswagen. Another Great kill there for the Lady Wave. Tipping off the hand. That's Garth with it.
Yeah, Garth has done a really good job in both matches when she's given the opportunity. We usually see really good things when Tupelo can time that middle set. Defense usually doesn't have enough time to prepare for it.
Now it's Mamie Shettles, one of the two captains, as we said earlier. A nice serve. Libero diving to keep it alive. Here's Cat Long again. Hit it right at Hoskins. Flat-handed hit by Whiteside, and Tupelo keeps it alive. There's another set too close. They just have to punch it across, and Tupelo will bump it back over. Another missed time jump that time, not coordinated well enough, and Lila Cox hits it straight into the net.
Yeah, and Lila Cox is capable of really good things. Seemed like it was another one of those, that case of the old dead hand, when your hand's just not quite cupped in the right way. Give the ball some power behind it.
Big set and a kill that time, perfectly set up for Emery Bodie.
The Pontotoc's got good hitters. I mean, when they get a good set, kind of get everything to come together, they can hurt you.
It's really just about getting that set up right, and they haven't been able to do that much here in set number one.
It doesn't matter how good of hitters you have if you can't get good, consistent passing and setting, you're not going to be able to get a hit off.
Looks like Tara Wilburn will check in for Pontotoc, and a break coming for Ava Whiteside. Gracie Hopkins in for Cat Long, and Kennedy Simmons in for the Lady Waves. Dylan Miller. Getting the head coach for Tupelo, Laura Booth, in her first season. Trying to get to win number 10 here early on. Zimmerman straight down the line. That's in. Actually, they'll say out.
What was the out? It looked like it was in on the court. Maybe she hit the pole.
Outside of the pole, or hit the pole, I would imagine.
Well, I was just going to say, and I think it still stands, I think Lauren Zimmerman's come out really hot in this game. I mean, we know she's good. I mean, we know she
already has the one kill.
Yeah, she's a consistent hitter, but just seems like she's really putting the ball down with some authority.
Ball got stuck at the net, right on top of the net, and Tupelo ends up with the point after an infraction there from Makari Rucker.
Yeah, so what happened there is the block came and extended up over the other side of the net, and you're not supposed to do that. So official saw it and made the call. You can kind of put your hands just kind of over the net a little bit, but you can't really just kind of reach up over and really extend your arms over the net like that, and especially when it's a pass coming up. If you block a pass, then they really can tell you're doing that. Serve
there for the Lady Wave. Back in play here. The one outside the wires. Hopkins tries a deep hit, won't go in. 13-12. That time Zimmerman on the hit, even though it didn't stay in, she went down the line instead of hitting it across court like she's known for. Right at the net, Simmons reaches up and slaps it back across. Big hit, deep, and just out. Not by much, but it's out.
Very good instincts from Gracie Hopkins there, just to know that ball was out, just to kind of feel it. You know, everybody's body is different. We always kind of have the feeling if it's above, it's at your shoulders or above, you let it go.
Missed by just a hair for Pontotoc.
Sometimes you let it go with a little prayer.
Not a great set, but Tupelo gets a score out of it. Simmons, it's about as soft a score as you're going to get.
Yeah, and, you know, personally, I always want the big hit. You know, that's kind of my style of volleyball, but sometimes the tip's the right way to go. Timeout
on the court. We will take a timeout with you in all timeouts this year, brought to you by Raising Cane's. We'll be right back after this message. Dr. Carl Bevering has been practicing in the greater Tupelo area for the past 22 years, specializing in brain and spine surgery, dedicated in providing advanced and comprehensive care for neurological and spine disorders, the care you need right around the corner.
The Barnes Crossing Automotive Group is a proud sponsor of Tupelo High School athletics, and we are committed to giving back to the community. The Barnes Crossing Auto Group will always give you the best price at any of our 7 Northeast Mississippi locations. You'll be sure to score with over 2,000 new or pre-owned vehicles in stock. That's over $50 million worth of inventory, and credit is never a deal breaker. We'll buy your car even if you don't buy one from us. Where nobody walks away. Because everybody saves. It's Tupelo.
15-12, Lady Wave out in front after the timeout called by Kate Osborne, the head coach of the Warriors. They enter 7-4-1. Tupelo is 9-5-1. Been a great battle to this point. Neither team really dialed in offensively, but it's active at the net. And that one ricochets off of Judon and off the tip, out of bounds, back across. And it's 15-13 as Pontotoc gets a point back.
I feel like our line judge over here on the right side is feeling the pressure. Not with that Pontotoc crowd right behind her. Not
definitely adds to it, right?
Not wanting to have to make the controversial call.
Serve that time from Aaron Bodie. 15-13, Tupelo out in front on this Monday night, the nightcap of this tri-match. Big swing by Simmons, tipped, but Tupelo ends up getting the point. Great effort that time by Makari Rucker.
It's hard to say, you'd like to see a little more patience there, to instead of kind of swatting at it, to just get a pass up under it. But then your instincts just kick in and you just start throwing your arms around.
You're just trying to keep it off the floor, right?
Get the ball up, yep.
16-13, and here's Dylan Miller. And our broadcast tonight brought to you by Dr. Carl Bevering. Tips off the net there. Nice diving save by Long. And here will come a free ball served up to the Lady Wave. Mulrooney sets. That's Sarah Foster Brown, a little back set that time.
Well, you'd really like to see when you get a free kind of pass like that, a better set piece. Maybe we can get one here.
Judon, big swing and a kill.
I think Judon really has been surprising to me. Didn't see a whole lot of her last year, but she's got the athleticism. I mean, you saw it right there.
And full extension there and just in front
a great hit
for the point. Another flat-handed swing that time from Whiteside. They're just not setting her up.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely would want to give her a better position. There's no excuse for that really, though. She needs to get the ball over the net. It's just one of those plays, volleyball. As much as you're competing against the other team, you're competing against yourself. And she shows right there, Abel Whiteside, what she can do.
Yeah, whenever you can get it lined up, Whiteside gets the point. And it's 18-14. Now's the time to come on a run if you're Pontotoc.
But it's something you've pointed out many times that you're not always going to have ideal circumstances as a hitter. So you got to make whatever you can out of nothing sometimes.
Sarah Foster couldn't get that across after the set from Mulrooney. And back within 3. Cat Long, big swing, and it's in.
Great
just
kill by Cat Long.
Inside the line. We'll catch it here on our instant replay, but a fantastic swing. Well in. Trinity Judon hits it across.
Cat Long is definitely making her presence felt. Some really great swings tonight.
Tipped up front by Sarah Foster, but will go out, and the point goes to Pontotoc. They're staying in range here, but I feel like Tupelo's a 2-point run away from just being able to salt this one away.
Yeah, if Pontotoc's going to make a run, they got to do it right now.
Garth, the short set, bumps it over, and we've got 4 hits.
Yeah, I think sometimes when players get bunched up like they just did, and they both kind of swat at it, the official will count both of their hits, and I think that's what happened right there.
Even within like a millisecond.
Yeah,
right?
if they both if it looks to him like they both kind of got a touch on it.
20-16, Lady Wave. Trying to make it 3 straight home match victories to start this home slate, with one more coming up tomorrow. Tip back across. Nice rally going to this point. Zimmerman, big swing, hit back, but out of bounds, and Tupelo will get the point. They set up that double block well, just didn't angle it right.
Yeah, and just as I said earlier, Lauren Zimmerman's just been really consistent tonight with her hitting. And, I mean, that wasn't even – she's pretty far off the net with that set, and she still was able to put a pretty good hit down with authority. Service
error for Mamie Shuttles, 21-17.
Just, I mean, in general, I definitely think the hitting has gotten better. You know, more. It's not that they all were capable, but it's just more consistent, it seems, this year so far.
Ace that time.
That's the biggest no
for Whiteside
volleyball right there. That's the one that'll get you running suicides the next day from the coach.
21-18. Zimmerman again, left hand swing and a kill. 22-18. Just seems like every rotation, somebody who comes in to play that front line continues to just hit it well.
Are doing a great job. And there's definitely been growth there. There's consistency. You know, and it's been cool how every match we've kind of had a different frontline player that we've been kind of harping on and talking about. Each one of them has had a great game.
23-18. And this was the team right last year that we knew there were so many glimpses. But you know how it is. It really doesn't matter what you're doing in these type of matches. You're just doing this to prepare for those division matchups, those 10 division matches that matter more than anything for seeding. And it is a tough division, as we know. Punched across. Hopkins, a fantastic save.
Great dig. Great way to put up some defense there at the net. You know how I feel about making sure we're strong in the net, and we won that battle.
Just sliding into the picture there, and then Garth able to finish it off, as you see in the replay. And now Tara Wilburn.
It's kind of like we said.
Is in.
Tupelo's been able to kind of assert themselves here late, or in the here with match point, or excuse me, set point.
Tupelo trying to hand Pontotoc a set loss, and they do, as that ball just goes out. 25-18, Tupelo takes set one against the Warriors of Pontotoc. It was an entertaining set. Tupelo will try to earn a sweep in set number two, which will be coming up after this break, brought to you by Hodges Orthodontics. Again, this is Tupelo Volleyball on the Golden Wave Sports Network, presented by Dr. Carl Bevering. Dr. Carl Bevering has been practicing in the greater Tupelo area for the past 22 years, specializing in brain and spine surgery, dedicated in providing advanced and comprehensive care for neurological and spine disorders, the care you need right around the corner.
The Barnes Crossing Automotive Group is a proud sponsor of Tupelo High School Athletics, and we are committed to giving back to the community. The Barnes Crossing Auto Group will always give you the best price at any of our 7 Northeast Mississippi locations. You'll be sure to score with over 2,000 new or pre-owned vehicles in stock. That's over $50 million worth of inventory, and credit is never a deal breaker. We'll buy your car even if you don't buy one from us. Where nobody walks away. Because everybody saves. It's Tupelo.
At Raising Cane's, we focus on being the best at one thing and getting it right every time. Which is why every chicken finger meal we serve is marinated, hand-battered, cooked to order, and made just for you. Quality isn't complicated, and our menu is proof.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Skip the line and order with our app or online.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
Tupelo victorious in set 1, 25-18. We head to set 2, again brought to you by Hodges Orthodontics. Dylan Hutton alongside Wes Schrickle and Andrew Bison producing tonight's broadcast for us. And got volleyball today, got volleyball tomorrow. We'll have football later this week. We won't be streaming it or anything, but they'll be on the road at Horn Lake for a jamboree. Then we'll have real 4 quarters of football coming up, not this Friday, but next Friday against Whitehaven out of Memphis, Tennessee. So get ready for that one. Make sure you get here early. Slated for a 7 o'clock kick, and that one will have coverage starting around 6:30, both here and on Sunny 93 FM out of Tupelo. As the second set is underway, Mamie Shettle serves it across. And some long rallies, Wes, as there's a big swing, and it's just in from Zimmerman. Great play there to start things to get the first point.
Yep. Again, just consistency from Lauren Zimmerman. And the ball was real close, but looked like it was in.
So 1-0 to start set 2. Big swing down the line, and it is just in.
I almost wonder.
Check a replay on that one. That one's going to be fairly close.
Close. I think it kind of confused Mamie because it came.
Oh, it was.
It came off that girl's hand so weird. It's such a weird angle. I think that kind of made her think it was out.
So 1-1. Nice to have instant replay to go back to those, right?
That's cool.
Tupelo with the point. Again, we'll have all the home varsity matches broadcast this year and the majority of the JV ones as well, including tomorrow against Germantown. We'll have matches at 6 and 7. Make that 5 and 6. Tomorrow, both of them here on the network. There's Shettles from the 10-foot line.
A little back row attack, never hurt anyone.
Simmons, big swing. Been a quieter second match for her. Garth, however, has made some noise tonight.
Yep, Garth and Zimmerman not just playing offense, but also playing some really strong defense up the net. I mean, right now, you look at that front line with Garth, Zimmerman, and Simmons. I mean, that's pretty stout front line right now, the way they're playing.
Shettle sets Zimmerman, big hit, and another kill for Lauren Zimmerman. Been that kind of night for the front line.
Yes, it's each one of them have kind of stood out at different times.
Makes it easy, and that makes it even easier. An ace brought to you by McCarty Architects. And, of course, it's Gracie Hopkins who leads the team in that category.
In the first match, we had Kennedy Simmons really showing out, and then Sarah Foster Brown also. And now seeing Lauren Zimmerman play so well is really cool.
Third hit coming, and it's flat-handed across. Simmons again. Tupelo's getting some very good swings off as Garth sends it back across. So far, Pontotoc has been unable to really time anything uphill there. A kill from Bodie right on cue. Well, you send enough free ones over, right, eventually they're going to get a good set.
Yeah, eventually everything's going to get timed up. Yeah, when you're not putting the ball over with much authority, you're pretty much giving the other team a free offensive set piece.
Zimmerman with the left-handed hit, and it will end up in points for the Lady Wave as it was outside the antenna. 6-2 Tupelo early. Garth checks out after some great plays at the net, and in comes Trinity Judon.
It's a good serve. You could see that serve there had some movement on it.
Down the line there from Bodie. That's tough to defend. That sharp of an angle, staying in.
Oh, yeah.
Hopkins plays it forward to Mamie Shettles, and here's Judon, two-handed hit toward the libero.
Got to be real careful with those two-handed. I know they're kind of like sets. Sometimes the officials will interpret that as a double hit if your hands aren't lined up real well.
Judon, couple of blocks there for the front line of Tupelo. This will be a back row attack from Shettles. Goes soft over the top of the leaping double block attempts of Zimmerman and Judon, and the point comes down for Maffitt.
And as a volleyball player, I hate when that happens. When you get tipped on like that.
You're up there ready for a big hit, right?
Well, when you can see the hitter's got a good set coming, and you just think they're going to unload, and then they just tip it over. And it's a great play. I mean, it's legal. It's a great play, but, man, it made me really mad.
Right at the net, and they're going to get into the net there. Rucker reaching over. It's 7-5 Lady Wave. I think it was going to clear it anyway. That's the volleyball equivalent of a goaltending, right?
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that looked like it came up under the net. It crossed, but I don't know if it went over or under.
It was on its way, right?
Something was wrong with it.
7-5 Lady Wave in set 2. Again, it's brought to you by Hodges Orthodontics. Another point for the Lady Wave, 8-5. Reese Barbles in to serve it. Again, big match tomorrow for Tupelo, a division one, as they'll try to get to 3-0 in division play and facing a very talented Germantown team that has ran things in 2-7A over the last couple of years. Them and Madison Central have been tough to beat. Judon, great attempts there, point blank. Right at the net, Tupelo ends up with the point. It was Rucker trying to punch at it, and she missed the ball. 9-5. And it's a Germantown team that is heating up. They've won 3 in a row, lost to some good teams, Brandon and Lewisburg. They're 5-3 overall. Big hit and a kill for Simmons. We said she'd been quiet that time. That was anything but quiet.
Yes, and yeah, she has that ability to really have some beautiful hits. And that time she was patient. She really just waited on it. Didn't get out too fast on her jump. Made a great hit, great kill.
Sarah Foster with a big swing there. Barble sets there forward and down the line from Sarah Foster Brown. Time into the net on the swing attempt from Bodie. Tupelo out 11-5. Would like to just continue this run that they've been on here at home. Trying to win 3 in a row to start this home stretch.
You saw with that last kill from Sarah Foster Brown how she kind of had to do the opposite thing that Simmons had to do. She had to speed up, but she did it. Like, the ball was there, and she knew she had to speed up her timing. She did it, and she was able to get a really good hit down. Interesting
way to come up with a point there for Pontotoc, right? They were just tipping it across and got it deep enough on that last hit to get it over Shettles. 11-6.
Yeah, Pontotoc hasn't really been able to put too much together on offense so far this match. But
Tupelo somehow able to keep that alive. A save from Simmons. Wide right.
This shows you it doesn't have to be pretty.
Got to keep it in play. Work your opponent into a mistake, and you feel that more with this year's team. They're not forcing anything in those long sets. Those longer rallies, I should say.
Yeah, and like that last play, you know, it maybe wasn't pretty. You might even call it ugly, but you get the ball over. When you get the ball over the net, good things happen. Don't make mistakes.
Put the onus on them to get it back across, right?
If you just extend the play, you'd live to fight another day.
Cat Long deep there. 12-7.
You see the difference in kind of where the hand hits the ball, and that a lot of times has to do with your jumping there. She didn't get on top of the ball, hit the ball like right really kind of in the side of it, just shoots it out.
Right at the net, Barble's able to get the stop. and get the point.
I think Reese Barbles just did a no-look block there.
I believe she did.
I don't know if we get a replay on that.
Let's take another look at that one.
Oh, yeah, she stuck a hand up there, no look. That's pretty cool.
Lila Cox thought she was able to get that one across.
You just think of, like, the timing and, like, the ability to be able to do that is pretty cool.
And from somebody who doesn't really play up there, right?
Right.
On varsity anyway, as a swing, and point comes down for Pontotoc.
Don't want to give Pontotoc any momentum here. Tupelo shot out to an early lead, and Pontotoc starting to claw back maybe a little bit. You want to stop this as quick as you can.
13-8. Tupelo trying to get a sweep after an earlier victory against Caledonia, 25-16 and 25-10. Put down again. Cabria Garth have a night. It's incredible there on the front row for the Lady Wave.
It's my challenge, I guess, to some of these front line girls. These girls playing the front row, you know, they're doing a good job being up there, putting the ball back, but instead of tipping that back, you know, ball up that fist and just smash that ball down. You know, you can let out a little grunt afterwards, too.
That's right. You
can show them who's boss.
Take out some frustrations, right? 14-8.
If they're going to leave it at the net, you make them pay for it.
Swung into the net there. Zimmerman was there, and the point goes to Tupelo, 15-8. It's Mamie Shettles. Cat Long goes soft, and swing coming. Still not those big hits that we saw in warm-ups from Whiteside. Probably not as often as they would like, and there's Long going down the line for the point.
Yeah, she's had a hard time. I just don't think she's really had many opportunities. You see there the angle, so when that block comes up, right there we saw Catherine Long able to put the ball on the line. If you can kind of get to the place where you sense that block, then you realize you don't have that angle, go a different angle, and you got it every time.
Deflected off the block of Zimmerman and out of bounds, point Pontotoc. Serve coming for Ava Whiteside. Junior for the Warriors. It's a Warrior program as far as girls sports. Very good in basketball and also in the ranks of 4A in volleyball. 16-10 Lady Wave in set 2. Libero keeping things clean on that, but unable to get it across. Actually, they'll say across and out for Tupelo.
Looked into me, but again, I'm up here, they're down there. She has a better angle.
You saw the post there, breaking that one up, and you'll get an ace coming off of that.
Timed right, you get that just enough speed and trajectory, a little bit of movement on it. It's really hard to return.
16-12. That was an ace from Whiteside, and they're deep service error. Makes it 17-12. Lady Wave. Hopkins after a break in for Long, and Simmons in for Miller. This is where you could go on a run, right, with Gracie Hopkins back there to serve. Sophomore Wilburn in for Pontotoc, and an ace for Gracie Hopkins. I think I could just make a voiceover of that, and we could just have Andrew hit the button.
Yeah. Looks
every
like
time
Tupelo
that
has
happens.
a coordinated little dance there for aces
They do.
now. Yeah, it's the way.
We also do. They're brought to you by McCarty Architects.
Yeah, that's
right?
right.
We won't clap or anything, though.
You can tell. It's hard to tell from this angle, but there's definitely some side-to-side movement. Side-to-side movement on Gracie's serves, and the last one she had an ace on, it kind of came over the net and then just kind of died, and that's what makes it difficult to return.
Tupelo close to breaking into the 20 column. If they can finish off this match, they'll have their 10th win of the year.
I think they maybe just had to replay that. Couldn't tell what the officials said.
I believe they did. It's hit right up toward the net, and Cabria mistimed it.
Yeah, unfortunately for Garth there, she had basically that was the that was when the other team sets you the ball. That would have been what that is, and that's what I'm talking about, coming up and just destroying it. When they set it up for you like that, don't just put a block up, kill it.
Zimmerman just tips the tape. And
Like
Simmons,
that. Like
there
that.
you go.
Like that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Good job, Kennedy Simmons. Make them pay.
So Simmons with the kill, Judon in. Garth will take a seat. And Lauren Zimmerman's going to get a towel out here and dry off the floor. As Lily Shettles will be ready to serve it once the court is dried off. Been a lot more focus on getting the floor dry here in this third match. Of course, it's been a busy night here at Tupelo High School. It's the third match of the afternoon.
It's hot outside, too. I don't know if that has something to do with some moisture.
Yeah, humidity. We've seen it play a role in here. And a kill for Hopkins. 21 now for the Lady Wave.
Great back row attack.
Five away now is Tupelo from sweeping both of their matches here in this tri-match. And now 4 points after an ace.
Pontotoc just seems a little deflated at this point.
Yeah, a little frustration after falling to Caledonia in consecutive sets, and now very much in the process against the Lady Wave.
That was probably a double hit from 27 there. But man, Lauren Zimmerman is consistently laying down good hits. It doesn't even seem like she tries hard when she jumps or whatever. It's so smooth. And from different angles, she's not even in good position sometimes. She just
seems like it's always right near the antenna too, right in that corner. Service error that time for the Lady Wave, and 22-14, 3 points away from winning the match and getting things set for a big one tomorrow. Big swing that time from Judon.
Yep, double hit right there from the setter.
They must have heard you, Wes. We haven't had a lot of double hits.
Yeah, just when
today.
the set's really that doesn't look real clean. You know, you really got to hit the ball with both hands at the same time, and if you kind of get one hand in front of the other one, you're really hitting the ball twice. And I honestly think they should call it more often than I've been seeing it. But usually on serves, especially when you're trying to set a serve, that ball's coming at you so hard, it's really easy for that to happen.
Service error there for Barbles. 23-15 as the serve goes back to the Warriors of Pontotoc. Hopkins. There's Barbles setting it. Big swing by Simmons. And playing it across now are the Warriors.
Good dig.
Simmons again with the set. Hit it up and off the antenna.
That's really cool seeing her being able to hit from one side and go all the way to the other side and hit from there too.
Just the set was a little too close to that corner antenna there. Another one set too close to the net. Point goes to Tupelo as Makari Rucker didn't have an angle that time.
Yeah, just not enough air under that set for Pontotoc.
Match point for Tupelo, and it's Kennedy Simmons they're going to allow to get back there and try to finish this thing off. Played by the libero Campos. Get a into the net, I believe, and that will do it. That's on 14. Whiteside. Tupelo sweeps the day. They sweep Pontotoc 25-18 and now 25-16 to get a 2-0 victory, and they beat Caledonia to start things 25-16 and 25-10. So perfect night of volleyball for the Lady Wave as they get to 10-5-1 on the season and set things up for a big one tomorrow. They have a chance to get to 3-0, undefeated start so far in division play with a sweep against Clinton, but they'll step up in class tomorrow and face a proven team in Germantown.
Yeah, I'm excited tomorrow. Might not sleep much tonight. Might have to tailgate a little bit.
I have to, just don't leave, right?
Just get ready for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think Tupelo handled themselves really well tonight. Just really loved everything that I saw. Not a lot of mistakes, not a lot of lapses. Really strong play from all the hitters. I'm really excited to see what they can do tomorrow.
It's going to be a fun one tomorrow. It was fun here today inside the wood floor gym at Tupelo High School as the Lady Wave win both of their matches. Pontotoc ends the evening 0-for-2. Caledonia gets a split 1-1 on the day, losing to Tupelo in a sweep and then sweeping Pontotoc. It was Pontotoc who came out without a set victory, and the Lady Wave come out golden here today, right?
Yeah.
A 4-set sweep for them out of 4 attempts. Couldn't get any better than that, and I'm sure that Coach Booth has enjoyed seeing the growth, especially the depth that they now have, that they seem to have on that front line. And that's one thing about playing good early in the year. You can start putting in different pieces when you have big leads.
And they're seeing that. I mean, we're seeing the faces that we recognize really be more consistent, and then we're seeing new faces step up. And to be able to go to a lot of different options is going to help you, because some days you might not have it, but somebody else might, and that really helps your team.
And with that, that's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. Again, Tupelo victorious in both of their matches here in this tri-match, beating Caledonia in a sweep, and now Pontotoc. Our broadcast coverage all season has been brought to you by Dr. Carl Bevering, who has been practicing in the greater Tupelo area for the last 22 years, specializing in brain and spine surgery, dedicated to providing advanced and comprehensive care for neurological and spine disorders. The care you need right around the corner. Also, Barnes Crossing Hyundai, McCarty Architects, Raising Cane, Super Chicks, Barnes Crossing Volkswagen, Hodges Orthodontics. So we'll be back with us tomorrow at 6 o'clock for the varsity matchup against Germantown. We'll have JV at 5 with some sports comm students on the call for that one. Zach Zimmerman as well as Mason Ballard will be on for that match. Andrew Bison will produce yet again. We enjoyed having Andrew, or possibly we might have him. We'll see. Well, if not, we'll have somebody. It may be me producing the JV match, but we'll have somebody on for that one. But we appreciate everybody for tuning in, everybody that helped out, all of our sponsors. A great night for Tupelo. We'll see you tomorrow at 5 and then at 6, JV and varsity broadcast doubleheader. And we wish you a good rest of your Monday night. From Dylan Hutton and Wes Schrickle, Andrew Bison, good night from Tupelo.